Annie Farrer painted a number of commissions for me early on in my collecting. I decided to do my most favourite plants, so one by one I picked them off. This is the foliage from a magnificent tree, my country house. It's called a swamp cypress, Taxodium disticum, which is a conifer, but it's deciduous. So you're having summer foliage here, and this is just before they shed. Here you have the cones, little cones. It becomes the most magnificent column of scarlet pine leaves. Strangely, in my garden, it is not on a swampy bit at all. It's growing the quite dry part of the garden, so it'll grow anywhere, probably. Now, Annie Farrer used to take this to her studio to paint, and it was not as easy as you might suppose, because she had to spend a whole year waiting for coning. She had to wait for the leaves to fall and hopefully get them home before they had fallen in her car, which is what happened a couple of times. So she battled with it for quite a long time. Eventually it was finished in 1995, September 1995. It had taken 2 or 3 years to get through it and managed to paint every stage. It's really a beautiful study. The swamp cypress, I think that must have been a very old tree, and it's grown a bit in my time of 45 years here, but it was very large when I first came. Huge, huge, tall tree, and it's quite magnificent when it's a sort of flaming spar in the back garden. It's interesting too, sometimes branches fall off it with no warning at all, and it's in a rather windswept position. It all seems that it should not have flourished where it did, but it has, I'm glad to say. Anyway, Annie eventually produced this lovely painting for me, and I have great pride in showing it.